Aries, Leo, Sag, fire signs. How are you? I do hope you've had a nice week. Hope you're happy, healthy, warm and well. That's from another deck. Right, this week I'm going to read to you from the Angels and Ancestors from Kyle Gray, the Star Dragons Oracle from Paolo Barbieri, some Italian dude anyway, and Teal Swan's Blind Spot Oracle to find out what you are not addressing, what you're missing and what you need to be looking at in this life. Okay? I'm an intuitive witch. I don't read from traditional deck spreads or books apart from the Blind Spot Oracle because it's a sigil and I'll explain that to you later. But what I shuffle when I speak to you, I get fed to by source. And I speak and I say it, and when I've stopped recording, I always go back and listen because I've absolutely no idea what's come out of this kiss once I've spoken. I don't know how it works, I just know that it does. Those of you that watch every week have heard this speech so many times. Those of you who are new, welcome in. It is how it is what it is, and so it will be. It is for guidance and entertainment purposes only. Any decisions or actions that you decide to take as a result of watching this reading are on you. Your responsibility, not me, not this channel. They're on you. This is an adult-only content. If you are a child and this is too inappropriate for you, I urge you to click off any of those late teens. Obviously, this is something that you're probably used to, but this is ultimately a child-free zone and geared towards adults and grown-ups, all right? Good. It won't resonate with you all, but if it doesn't, it's okay. All readings are timeless, and they are all based on elements. We have earth, air, fire and water in all of our signs, and I've got over 200 readings on this channel covering that, so there's a message in there for you somewhere, okay? I'm sure there is. If there's not, there's plenty of super readers on YouTube that will be able to help you, all right? They're all timeless, so if it speaks to you, it's your message, all right? Good, so I'm glad we got that out of the way. Aries, Leo, Sag. Let's see if we can get some different messages in for you this week, because for the last, I don't blooming know, since I've been reading on YouTube, I'm getting the same message through. And you know what, even in the week when I'm doing mundane tasks like cleaning the work surfaces or filling the lunch boxes, I'm just thinking, why does Aries, Leo, Sag always have the same message? Why is that? Today, emptying the tumble dryer, and all of a sudden you pop into my head, Aries, Leo, Sag. And I'm just thinking, please let me get a message through. Are you moving? Are you listening? Are you listening to what I'm saying? Are you listening to what you're saying? Listen to what your soul is saying, Aries, Leo, Sag. Because in this life, lots of us avoid things because they either disturb our peace or we're worried they're going to disturb others' peace. But we're not here to people please, are we? We are here for ourselves. Not completely selfish existence, but if your cup hasn't got the correct fluid in and is not full, cannot pour, can you? Let's have a look. This is an interesting message. So, are we getting ready for our winter season? Nights are drawing in at a rapid rate here in the northern hemisphere, and I'm sure we're going to get snow soon. Let's have a look, shall we? Guardians, angels, spirits, guides. Any more for Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, please? Any more for our lovely fire signs? What do we have this week? One more, I've just been told. I'll take that. Right, Aries, Leo, Sag. Let's turn these cards over and see what message we have for you this week. Ooh. Aries, Leo, Sag. This is quite exciting. Excuse me. I've got this snotty nose. Right. Lady. It says, enjoy growth and reap rewards. Something you've been working towards, Aries, Leo, Sag, is starting to grow shoots. And you're quite excited about it. Okay. You can see that something you've hoped for, wished for, manifested, been working towards is starting to fruit. And it's really exciting. You're almost at the point of giving up. But do you know, it's often at the point of giving up that we need to hang in there. And things manifest and they come forth and they're quite a surprise. You think, oh, bugger that, it's never going to sort of happen. The minute you relinquish control and you surrender, bang, it comes in. It's great, ain't it? You have to excuse me. This is such a time, Aries, Leo, Sag. And it says here, High Priest, intend and create. Be careful and be focused. Don't get too carried away with the, oh, it's finally happened, a bit like a young lottery winner spunking it all up the wall. It's coming in. It's fruitful. Okay. It's prosperous. But keep grounded. Keep grounded. All right. Intend and create. Make it work for you. Make it grow further. Okay. Again, this is insane. Spring. See your seeds grow. Whether it comes in a massive amount or a small amount, still be careful with it. All right. Don't get too arrogant. Don't get complacent, and don't get assumptive. As quick as something can be given, it can be taken away. It's friendly caution, all right? Be sensible about this. Yes, celebrate it, but don't piss it up the wall, all right? Be sensible, because what you have got, you've waited an awful long time for, okay? You've worked really hard for, you've waited an awful long time for. Nothing is guaranteed in this life, okay? Be humble but consistent and cautious, okay? Know what degree of risk you can take to make it work for you, okay? There is never any reward without risk, so you can't completely play it safe and expect it to do, to burst forth, but be sensible about this, Aries, Leo, Sag, all right? I've got seer, see beyond the current situation. Yes, this again backs up what I've said. Whatever's coming in for you, don't think, oh great, that's it, I'm made now, can sit on my ass, do nothing. See beyond the current situation. How is this going to subsidise me for the rest of my life? How is this going to grow and develop? What potential does this have? How sustainable is this? What do I need to improve? What do I need to adjust? What can I do better? What do I need to take away? Okay, how can I adjust it so that it's sustainable, solid and prosperous? All right. Take note of intuitive messages. The moon. Closing out an old cycle, which is why you're coming in and your fruits are blooming, okay? And that's good. But if you keep doing what you're doing, you're going to keep getting what you got. So, a new pattern of thinking is called for, most definitely, okay? Take note of intuitive messages. Now, the thing is a lot of us question our intuition, me included, and we never listen. Well, there are times I say we never listen to it. That's not completely accurate. There are times when we don't listen to it because it doesn't really kind of sing the tune that we're looking for, but it's never wrong. It's often us as humans that block it because it either isn't quite the way we were expecting it to be presented or isn't what we want to hear, but it's what you need to hear. Intuitive messages for me aren't always clear cut. They're not a big hand coming down from the heavens going, you need to do this. Or it's you. No. They're odd little whispers when you're emptying the dishwasher. Or odd little thoughts that randomly flow through your head but make sense later. Or when you're talking about something dear to you or important to you, to someone else, and something else comes in, or someone conveys something to you and your spidey senses think, that's not right. But you don't know why you feel that. And you think, maybe I'm going mad, maybe I'm paranoid. Even if you don't want to act upon it at that moment, please save it. Yeah? Because later it makes sense. Yeah, your intuition never lies. It's just most of the struggle is just decoding your intuition. All right? It's our soul's compass. But because of our generational baggage that we've had, our past habits and experiences can get very clouded sometimes. So a lot of the time we don't listen, and I think it was a message, was it for you last week? Or it might be one of the other sides, I can't remember. You're asking for answers and you've already been given them. Yeah, it's just the trouble decoding. I think it were you fire signs, if I'm right. But you are being given the answers. It's how you're receiving and processing them. Use attention. All right? Trust and thrive, stag. Yes, trust what you're being told. Even if it doesn't feel completely right to you, trust. Trust the process. Yeah. It might not make any sense to you. There's oftentimes I get intuitive messages. I think, what the bloody hell does that mean? But I can absolutely 1000% promise you, eventually it makes sense. It's not trying to make it fit at all. it's because it's a busy life, isn't it? We've got several things going on at once. We've got school runs, bills to pay, stuff that needs repairing, stuff that needs buying, stuff that needs replacing, just modern day life can get in the way, okay? And sometimes we think we know best, and or sometimes things come in at what we think is the wrong time, but it's not. It's just slowing down, listening, processing, trust the process, and you will thrive, I promise. Love and let yourself be loved. Heart guardian. Trust. This could pertain to love as well, yeah? You do deserve good things. You've every right to them. Regardless of what you have or haven't done in the past. You do deserve good things. You do deserve love. Everybody does. But you must exhibit that too. You can't take. Surrender. Trust. Don't be afraid to love. It's not weakness. It's not a swear word. Okay. It isn't love that hurt you. It's someone that couldn't love you that hurt you. It's someone that wouldn't allow themselves to love you that hurt you. That's a message for anyone. It's a message for someone. But if it's for you, you know who you are. If it's for you, okay? Whoever you are. It's faith. It's trusting yourself. It's trusting yourself on that tightrope when there isn't a safety net underneath. It's like the bird on the branch, isn't it? It's not the branch that's keeping up, it's the bird. It's the bird's faith and trust in that tiny branch they're on. It's their faith in themselves. You need to have faith in yourself. Okay? Take the leap. Trust. Never any reward without risk. Aries Leo Sag. Alright? Release the old and rest. Okay. Past worries have stopped you moving forward. Let it go. Please let it go. Please. Yeah? Hasn't helped you so far. It's not going to help you in the future. Let it go. Yeah? You've got your fruits coming in. Yeah? It's coming in. It's coming to fruition. Take note of your intuitive messages. Trust. Yeah? Let it happen. Let it go. Let it flow. Let it nurture. Let it grow. Stay rooted and grounded. Have faith in yourself. Sorry. If any of you have Earth sign, Aquarius, Libra, Gemini in your chart, it's going to be a message for you. Okay? But you do need to, I think this is a message for the beginning when it says, see your seeds grow. Yeah? Stay grounded. It's coming in with abundance. You've worked for it. And it could be quite a big thing coming in. But stay grounded. Don't get carried away with it. Whilst there's allowing it to flow, there's understanding that flow has a process too. You can't control it, but you do need to allow it to do its thing. Yeah? Stay grounded. Have faith. Trust. Okay. Oracle. Wait for important information. There's some really important information for you, Aries Leo Sag, that's coming in. It may be something if you ask for it, may be something you expect, it may not be. But there is something very important coming in that you're going to be made aware of. It's going to be life-changing. It's going to be tied in with this. It might rock you a bit. Okay, that's a strange message, but I'm going to say it. It might rock you a bit, but do stay grounded. Do trust the process. But don't be defensive. Don't build yourself a cage. Okay, it's not going to bloom in a cage. Trust yourself. This is the ultimate leap of faith, Aries Leo Sag. All right. Let's see what the Dragon Oracle have to say here for you, shall we? Guardians, angels, spirits, guides, please could you convey any further messages or clarifications, please, for our fire signs, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, if you would be so kind. You convey further messages for our fire signs, please. Just hold me to shuffle. Okay, I shall shuffle, thank you. Not very many cards in this deck. I go from one extreme here, it's like 30 cards or so, to another extreme of 78 cards where my hands can't hold them. I'll get better at this. Guidance, angels, spirits, guides. We're doing the silent treatment on me with the fire signs again. Any further messages from the Dragon Oracle, please? Going to start picking and splitting. Any further messages? Yeah. We're going on that one? Nope. It's time to reshuffle. Further messages, please. Guardians, angels, spirits, guides for Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. The Dragon Oracle, please. Fire signs. Come on, dragons breathe fire. You must have something to say. Guardians, angels, spirits, guides. Yes, definitely something to say. Right. Oh. Okay, good. Right. So. Wow. I love cards. They absolutely say what I've been saying. Fire signs, Aries, Leo, Sag. Right then. Freedom, breaking the chains. Love and let yourself be loved. Breaking the chains. Release the old and rest. Breaking the chains. There you go. Double confirmation. Breaking the chains. Be brave. Have faith. Walk that tightrope with that safety net. No reward without risk, is there really? Returning. Going with the flow. Definitely going with the flow. Aries, Leo, Sag. Love and let yourself be loved. Trust. Surrender the process. It has a process it needs to go through. If you block it, it's going to stop making fruit for you. Prosperous abundance, yeah. Trust it. It's all about walking that tightrope without the safety net. It's going to be all right. It's like the bird on the branch. You've got to have faith in yourself. If you haven't got faith in you, can you expect anybody else to have faith in you? Okay. Bliss, cherishing the day. That's what's coming. Enjoy growth, reap rewards, bliss. Yeah. If it were tarot, it'd be 10 of cups. It'd be, 10 of pentacles. It'll be everything that you wish and hope for. Okay. But this is cherishing the day. Bliss is coming. Just trust it. Trust it, trust it. Yeah. Releasing your anger, distraction. Be careful how you do it. There's going to be, there's been several times when there's been injustices in your life and they fucked you off royally. A lot of the times you bit your tongue to keeping the peace, or because you're worried it'd be detrimental to you. Everyone's allowed to be upset about things, and they're allowed to be angry about things, but gently. Okay, there may be people angry towards you. Remain calm. Yeah, remain calm. Stay focused, earth, and grounded. Okay. Letting go of the darkness, surrender. Again. Those that are not happy about you doing things differently, are questioning you. If you feel what you're doing is right, stick with it. Be true to yourself. Love yourself. Surrender to yourself. Okay. Let go of the darkness within you. Trust yourself. Tightrope without a safety net. Okay. Right. Okay. And we've got here effort, conquering your demons. Let it go. Aries, Leo, Sag, let it go. Let it go. Move on. Forget it. Don't need to be nasty about it. It doesn't need to be negative. Accept it. If it were your fuck up, it were your fuck up. If it were theirs, it were theirs. Accept it. Let it go. Let it go. Here's what it is. So it will be. Yeah. Let's see what the blind spot oracle cards have for you. This deck is huge. Not only is the quality of them amazing, 78 of the buggers, and my hands aren't that big. And I've sprained my hand somehow with my wrist on my right side in the last couple of days. I don't know how I did it, but I can't pick up anything. So trying to shuffle with these beasties is quite a challenge, to be honest. Right, you've got 2 blind spots. Aries, Leo, Sag. I was thinking about a quite busy week. Should we see what they have to say about that? 45 and 43. 45 and 43. And I've been told read them in this order, not numerical order. Right then. Let's do this. I should blow my nose really, shouldn't I, before? 45. What you're missing, a filter. If you've drawn the sigil, you are seeing the situation at hand through a filter and you don't even know it. As a result, you are not seeing the situation clearly. All of us have perspective. Perspectives are limited in that unless we are using a totally objective perspective, our perspective is subjective. Are you still with me? Because I'm not sure I am. Okay. filter is literally anything that shapes or distorts our perception of something. There can be thoughts passed down to us, information we are fed, beliefs we have been conditioned to adopt, ways the information is presented to us, experiences we have had, and meanings that we assign to experiences, just to name a few. People will manipulate sometimes because they're not happy with your independent thinking. Take heed on that. That's their filter. If you have drawn this sigil, you have a filter that is distorting your capacity to see what is real. Bit of delusional thing going on here, Aries, Leo, Sag. God, I really didn't want to have to say it. Own your truth. Right. You are mistaking your distorted subjective perspective for objective perspective. Question your perception and step outside your limited and highly individual perspective relative to the situation. Consider every other perspective you can relative to the situation at hand. Sometimes you see things in a distorted way because it's a buffer, it's a comfort zone. That's not going to grow you fruit. Take away your safety net. Be brave. Let's see what 43 has to say, shall we? Right. Assumptions. If you've drawn this sigil right now, you are assuming, and it just so happens that what you're assuming is incorrect. If this resonates with you, Aries, Leo, Sag, you will know exactly what this card means. I'm just reading, okay? We assume things about situations based on how similar they are to a model, example, or prototype we have already built in our minds. You can't judge every situation on past events, Aries, Leo, Sag. You just can't, okay? For this reason, assuming is a form of stereotyping. The mind works rather like a computer in this way. Yes, it does. It says here, if you've drawn this sigil, what are you assuming? Yeah? What are you accepting as truth, even though it is simply an assumption? You are being called to ask and understand rather than to assume. You are being called to imagine that every person in your life and every situation is a fresh and new experience. If there's a situation in your life, I knew it were going to come in, you haven't closed out, and you are assuming the outcome or the response you're going to get from someone, you need to stop. You need to stop assuming what you think. The only way you're going to find out for sure is not by watching these and copious other tarot readings online. The only way you're going to find out for sure about a situation is to confront it directly. As uncomfortable as it may feel, as daunting as it may feel for you, if it's a situation you're in, it's a situation you have to take some responsibility for. So whoever's fault you deem it to be, whether it's yours or the other parties, it's still a situation you're in, and it's not going to fix itself unless you address the source directly. No getting out of it, Aries, Leo, Sag. So, and again, like I've said in previous readings, you want the energy to flow and you want things to prosper. If you've got any spiritual blockages in your life, it's not going to grow and prosper until you've addressed them. Then once you release the peripheral energies around you that are stuck, everyone can come out, bloom and grow. Aries, Leo, Sag. That is the message I have for you this week. You are longer than my other signs at the moment, but I feel that the message is what is intended for you. So please do have yourself a lovely weekend, a lovely week. Stay safe, warm, happy and well. Thank you so much for watching again, and I'll catch up with you next week. Cheers, guys. See ya.